Hello, I am mbrickz, and today we are taking a look at a Lego Star Wars The Last Jedi set. This is set number 75200, Ach-To Island Training. It has 241 pieces and originally retailed for $30 in the US. It still does retail for $30 in the US at the time of the recording of this video, but prices always vary. But let's take a look at it anyway. So, we basically have the hut that Luke was in. Oh, this is spoiler free, so don't worry about that. But as seen in the trailer, we have the hut where Luke was in, and then we have some sort of space around it. So let's take a look at what's around it first. So up to this front place, we have some of the stone structure. Here's maybe a place to stand, and a bit of a raised up thing. Maybe you could sit here. I like the sort of rocks they got into there. You can see just one single fire burning right here. So, you know, some people could be huddled around it, maybe Rey and Luke. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for the sort of front plot of land. But there's one jutting out to the side where I have stationed Rey, and that's because there's a play feature here. So you have to get the lightsaber down like this. Let's try to get that. Yeah, like that, basically. And what she's on right there is an assembly, but what that's on is this turntable. So yeah, it spins up like that, and then you attach this on, and you can see some more sort of rocks there, and then you have some more space down there. But here's the play feature. When you turn this up, yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, you shouldn't hold the base because figures aren't that strong, but holding the head, you know. Yeah, I haven't found a way to make this work well yet, but let me try that one more time. All I did there was move the lightsaber to the other hand. Yeah, that's how it works. So probably the other hand is better. You have a tile in there, which is basically where the whole boulder assembly goes in, and it's locked in by those two sort of slope pieces. Sorry about that. The roof just came off. Getting that back on. Okay, so here is the boulder assembly itself. Just fits in there quite nicely. And don't know how much of a spoiler this is. If you don't want to know like anything, skip 3 seconds exactly. Okay, so I have the 3 seconds now. It's just a crystal in there, probably a lightsaber crystal. Okay, so putting the boulder back. Let's move on with the review. So let's take a look at his hut itself. So I like just the rock assemblies they got into it. Like they have some grass here, then some rock, then some more grass up there, you know? That's pretty neat to me. And the assembly for this itself reminds me so much of Ewok Village, you know? And then later on this year, like after the set in July, we got the Yoda's hut. It also reminds me of that. And it's basically the same concept really, but let's get into it. Unlike in the movie, this isn't a spoiler, it's the X-Wing door for his door, or a piece of the X-Wing. But here they give us this nice cloth. I don't believe we've ever gotten that before. Doesn't fit on a minifigure, or it probably does. It has 3 holes, and then just a lot of nice sort of cuts there. But we got some stickers representing bricks. Here it is from this side, and then from this side we got some more bricks. A little jumper here, and that's the Porg. Everybody loves him. Well, some people find him pretty annoying, but he has this little jumper here that you could sort of attach him on, perch him up there maybe. Then turning that around, oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna take the roof off. There's a bit of a space in there, you know. That's where the Porg was. You could fit him in there. You could put anything you want in there really, but there's one thing that I actually forgot to show you. Yeah, if you want, you could even stick the boulder up there. I don't know exactly why you'd want to do that though, but just in case. So moving the roof, it's only held together by 2 studs, and then I like how many sort of relatively new curved and relatively rare curved tile pieces this set uses. You just see a whole bunch, so that's pretty cool. These pieces also help to lock it in, the cheese wedge pieces. But let's get on with it. This bed is probably where Luke is gonna sleep, like that. Has some couple of studs there, 2 of them, so you could easily attach him to those studs like this. Yeah, he has his cape on, so you probably want to take that off. But moving this up, yeah, it can be folded because the place in here is just so cramped. Like really the only place Luke can stand is like there. That's it. So folding this up, you have a bit of more extra space, so that is a good thing. We have a little sort of hole there, and that could be used to maybe hold a lightsaber like this. You'd probably want to remove the laser so it fit in there better. You have a little bowl there, just has a black stud in it, and then this is pretty nice. Again, because it's so cramped, they have this tiny table, and it has a torch and a see-through cup, but it can pull out. It is on a jumper, and they have this sort of modified 1x2, which makes it easier. And in there we have some storage. What they say to put in there is just the green cherry piece. So yeah, good to get that, kind of hard to find in that green color. But we do have a pan on a clip right there along the wall. And lastly, off to the side, we have probably stuff you'd use for cooking. We have tiny branch, I think that is. It could be a slice, and then a fish in this neat little piece here. That reminds me of a backpack. But that's pretty much it for this set, except there's one play feature. And that is when you push this wall is just going to come flying off. You could do that while the roof is on or while it's not on, either way. So you don't push it, you pull it. Yeah. So you could do it while the roof is on again or while it's off. I think that it may work better when it's off, but let's give that a go anyway. Yeah, but I don't like how it always goes to sort of this side. I think it would be better coming forward or something, onto the actual parts of the set. But it does use two very specialized pieces on the roof. This is one piece right here, and it's 1x2 width. So here are the two pieces right there. So yeah, not as much building in the roof as I thought by looking at the box. But that's pretty much it for the hut, and overall I think it's pretty nice. Figures though, now those are highlights of this set. Here we have old Luke, and it's, I think, the only one we've ever gotten from the first batch. No, we didn't even get him in the first batch of sets. The only one we got from the second batch of the Last Jedi sets. The only one that we got in all the Last Jedi sets, I believe. The printing up on front looks very nice. I like how, to show that he's kind of older, back when in Ewok Village days, they had a black hand to represent the robotic hand. Now they changed it to gray. That's nice. His face is looking pretty grim, and then he has the new material cape, so that can easily be folded up to reveal some back torso printing, which looks just as good as the front. A lot of people are saying the hairpiece doesn't fit him, but I think it's okay, it's nice. And it's very nice in that color as well, and there's just so much detailing on that thing, as you can see. And it very much fits him, in my opinion. Here's the back face where he's more angry. And there's just one thing out of this whole set I'm missing. It's his staff, but you can see that build and you can see how it works on the box. So yeah, that's it for him. Here is Rey from her Last Jedi appearance, and you can see the leg printing is pretty good. Nothing is exclusive here from this figure, but good to get her. I like the leg printing, the torso printing is on the front as well as the back right there. And she has a blue lightsaber, used to be Luke's, and then her face print is looking pretty good, I think it's actually accurate. And then that hairpiece is old, but just so nice how they got that. It's so intricate with the 3-button detailing, and here's her alternate face. I really thought that they'd do a more angry showing teeth one, but it's just more like ticked off or something. But originally when this set came out, I was disappointed they didn't include her Jedi hair. It's a different hairpiece, and I thought they sort of did that so you'd buy the bigger set. But actually, I think that it's pretty accurate, because most of the time on Ach-To Island, without spoiling anything, she has this hairstyle. But that's it for the figs. This isn't a figure, but on the box he's featured as a figure. He's right alongside the figures, as you can see right there. And it's a Porg, the first Porg we got before the UCS Millennium Falcon one. And he's looking pretty good. He's brick built. Yeah, he has a piece with studs on all sides in the middle, then just some nice curved pieces, and then that's supposed to represent his back. And I like that. That is BB-8's head, except it's colored in gray, and then it has some Porg printing on it. And a lot of people say that this is money making, the Porgs, but actually the island where they filmed Ach-To on with Luke and all had so many birds flying around that they didn't want any earth birds, and they needed some sort of flying animal, and they went with Porgs. So they didn't make it for money, they made it because they didn't want any earth animals out on Ach-To Island. So yeah, that's it for the Porg. So this set is well done. The hut is very nice. I like how much space they got into the interior. The floor shouldn't be green in there, but actually for some reason, weirdly, I like better that it is green. I like how they got patches of land, so there's more space to spread figures out. And look closely for a mock video that's gonna come out later, maybe in like a month or two. I actually use this and then I put a base plate under it. It's pretty cool. You can wait for it. And another thing I forgot, the staff. Yeah, I have that, but I just forgot to show it, but there it is. And yeah, this is pretty cool. Figures are pretty much very good in this set. I love getting the Luke, the Rey, and good to get a Porg. I like, expanding my Star Wars creature collection. The play features are weak on this one in my opinion, but I still think that there's a lot of good play value. But that is it for this review. Please leave a comment, subscribe, a like, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.